Welcome back to ILTV on the Hour. We are live from Israel, bringing you the biggest headlines of the region. I'm Devo Klein, and here is your roundup of the latest developments that are coming out of Israel. We begin this update with the news of a terror ramming attack at the Gush Etzion junction in Judea, just south of Jerusalem. One man in his 30s was declared dead after sustaining severe wounds in the attack. 3 others were injured, including a woman in her 40s and a young boy aged just 15 who were lightly injured and transferred to a hospital in Jerusalem for further care. This according to MADA, Israel's medical emergency services. Now, according to the initial IDF probe, 2 Palestinian terrorists rammed their vehicle into a crowd at the junction before exiting the car armed with pocket knives and running towards civilians to continue causing harm. The 2 terrorists were neutralized at the scene. The IDF is now confirming that upon inspection of the vehicle, Israeli security forces and the IDF located multiple explosive devices in the trunk of the car. Specialists are now working to neutralize these threats. And as Israeli civilians are murdered by Palestinian terrorists, the UN Security Council has voted on the U.S.-backed draft resolution that pushes forward Trump's 20-point plan for the Gaza Strip ceasefire, but crucially also includes a credible pathway to Palestinian statehood. The bill passed in a 13-0 vote, with Russia and China abstaining and no vetoes used. Washington is hailing this vote as historic and constructive. Let's take a listen to Mike Waltz, the U.S. representative at the UN.
This resolution, colleagues, is no mere paper promise. It's a lifeline. The resolution endorses a hard-won ceasefire. Per the carefully negotiated language in the 20-point plan, this resolution charts a possible pathway for Palestinian self-determination after the Palestinian Authority has completed the necessary reforms, where rockets will give way to olive branches and there is a chance to agree on a political horizon. It dismantles Hamas's grip. It ensures Gaza rises free from terror's shadow, prosperous and secure.
The resolution details the deployment of an international stabilization force and outlines a pathway toward Palestinian self-determination and statehood, contingent, of course, on major PA reforms and progress in Gaza's reconstruction. But Hamas have quickly rejected the resolution, claiming it doesn't meet, quote, Palestinian rights. Hamas insists it will not disarm, saying, quote, resisting occupation by all means is a legitimate right. And while Hamas continues labeling terrorism as resistance, Israel is finally responding to the claims that the charter flight carrying 300 Palestinians who were refused entry to South Africa and left on the tarmac for 12 hours was because Israel didn't provide sufficient documentation. Take a listen to Prime Minister Netanyahu's spokesperson and a good friend, Josh Bedrosian.
South Africa's government has raised concerns about the arrival of a plane load of Palestinians from Gaza, with officials there saying the matter was under investigation. Steve, I'm reading the remaining response in question that you have here, specifically talking about Palestinians ending up in South Africa. I don't have much I can share with you on that, but the Prime Minister has made it clear that if Palestinians want to leave, they should be allowed to leave the Gaza Strip. And if they want to come back to the Gaza Strip, they should also be allowed to come back.
And on top of that, Kogat says the Palestinians had valid South African visas and that Israel simply facilitated the exit for those who arranged third country resettlement. And are you experiencing difficulties online? This is probably why. A widespread outage at Cloudflare has caused major network disruptions across multiple platforms, including X, Canva, video game League of Legends, ChatGPT, Facebook, and others. Users reportedly experienced 500 errors. Cloudflare said the issue has been identified and is being reviewed to locate a solution. The cause of the collapse is still unknown. And that is a wrap for this edition of ILTV on the Hour. Don't forget to scan the QR code on your screen to download our ILTV app. I am Devo Klein, and thanks so much for watching.